Trading discipline doesn't just magically improve because you tell yourself to be better. Today, we're tackling the exact 6-step framework you need to build a daily trading record that actually forces you to become a disciplined, consistent trader. We all know that having an edge and a solid strategy are important, but honestly, none of that matters if you can't manage your own behavior.
So, how do you actually improve discipline? Let's be completely honest for a second. Every trader knows the absolute gut-wrenching frustration of blowing up an account or taking a massive hit simply because you broke your own rules in the heat of the moment. You sit there afterwards staring at the screen thinking, why on earth did I just do that? Hoping you'll just somehow be better tomorrow? Yeah, that doesn't work.
You need undeniable proof of what you actually did during the session, not what you intended to do. It's a hard truth. But without tracking your behavior, your untracked mistakes are just going to repeat themselves endlessly. You absolutely have to make your actions visible.
To fix this, here is the straightforward 6-step framework to build real, unavoidable accountability. We're going to plan, track trades, track rule breaks, track emotions, score, and fix.
All right, diving right into step 1. Record your daily trading plan.
Before the market even opens, you need a baseline, a standard to compare yourself against. This is where you have to completely shift from a reward mindset, how much money can I make today, to a risk-protective mindset. Your daily plan needs a few specific elements: your watch list, the exact setups you are actually allowed to trade, your maximum risk per trade, your daily max loss limit, and the specific conditions that will make you shut your laptop and walk away. If you don't have this written down, you're literally just gambling.
Moving right along to step 2. Track every trade taken.
This is the execution phase. You've got to meticulously log your entry, your exit, your position size, and your stop loss just to see if your actions actually matched your daily plan. You need to understand your performance through the lens of risk. Your ARM multiple. Did you risk $500 just to scrape out 200? Taking a negative 1R loss is actually fine. It just means you followed your stop. But a negative 5R loss, well, that proves you went completely rogue. Discipline starts with knowing whether your trades were planned or random.
Now for step 3, and this one usually stings a bit. Track your rule breaks.
A truly powerful daily record has to expose the ugly truth when you step out of line. We aren't just logging P&L here. We are actively logging disobedience. Look at these common rule breaks: overtrading, revenge trading, moving your stops, or sizing way too big. Making these behavioral errors visible on a screen right in front of you is the absolute first step toward actually fixing them.
Which brings us to step 4. Track emotions, the psychological game.
Your state of mind connects directly to those costly rule breaks. Emotions like fear, greed, FOMO, boredom, or that super dangerous overconfidence that almost always follows a winning streak. These are what drive your execution errors. By tagging a specific trade as a FOMO buy, you can start building custom rules to protect your capital. For instance, you might actually discover your win rate plummets when you trade just because you're bored.
Okay, step 5. Score your discipline. This is where you pull it all together. You need to grade your session, not by your final profit, but strictly by how well you stuck to your plan. Listen, a loss where you completely respected your stop is actually a good trading day. On the flip side, a massive winning day where you sized up randomly and broke all your rules, that is incredibly dangerous. The market basically just rewarded you for bad behavior. You have to grade your discipline, not your wallet.
And finally, step 6. Choose one fix for tomorrow. Take immediate action.
Because look, data collection means absolutely nothing if it doesn't lead to decisive action. You need to extract one actionable fix for the very next session. If your record shows you always revenge trade after back-to-back red trades, your fix for tomorrow is a hard, unbreakable rule to stop trading after 2 consecutive losses. Keep it simple. One specific, measurable fix.
So how do we put this all into practice without burning out? Enter the accelerator, how TradeZella helps.
Everything we just talked about, it's mandatory. But I know the reality of being a trader. Manual logging eventually leads to burnout. Academic research absolutely confirms that structured journals improve discipline, but compliance drops below 40% after just 1 month. Let's be real. When you lose $1,500 on a Wednesday, the absolute last thing you want to do is open up a spreadsheet and type out your feelings. That's exactly why automated tracking is so critical for long-term consistency.
That is where TradeZella steps in. It auto-syncs with over 500 brokers, pulling all your trades in instantly.
You can build playbooks for your specific setups, and their Trade Replay 2.0 feature lets you replay trades tick by tick right on the chart to see exactly what you missed in the heat of the moment. It even has a centralized dashboard if you're tracking prop firm challenges.
But the real game changer here is Zella AI. It's basically your built-in accountability partner. The auto tagger categorizes your trades, and the session review automatically catches behavioral patterns, like, say, revenge trading 12 minutes after a massive loss that a human review would completely gloss over. You end up spending 5 minutes reading actionable insights instead of 30 minutes dreading writing them out.
So, the final verdict: visibility drives behavior change.
The best daily trading record doesn't just look backwards at what happened. It dictates what you are going to improve tomorrow. When you see your data clearly, you just can't lie to yourself anymore. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop guessing? Are you ready to stop relying on sheer willpower and start actually proving your discipline with clear, undeniable data every single day?
If you are finally serious about treating your trading like a professional business rather than a casino, you need the right infrastructure. Try TradeZella. Click the link below right now to claim 20% off and instantly upgrade your daily review process. Stop the endless cycle of untracked mistakes, and let's get to work.